Hello, Cancer. Welcome to my channel. I hope this video finds you well. I wanted to make a video for the month of February 2024. Of course, if you find this reading at any other time, you're definitely welcome to watch it then and take the messages in. I have 3 decks that I'll be using for this reading. The tarot deck is the Slavic Legends Tarot. I love this deck. It gives beautiful direct messages. I hope you love it as much as I do. I have the Power of the Runes cards. The interpretations that are depicted in the images are ones that I connect to with the meanings of the runes. I'm happy to have them in card form too. And if you've been on my channel, you'll see that I have had this deck for many years. This was one of the decks that I used when I first started reading on the channel. It's the Healing with the Fairies Oracle. So I'll pull out a card, give my message, and give the message that's in the book. So I haven't pulled out the cards yet. It feels like beginning stages though. Of moving forward, making a financial decision. I haven't turned the cards over. And one of the main things is going for something that you really want or that would specifically benefit you. And that doesn't need to be a bad thing because we do need to take care of ourselves too. I'm also getting that it's an improvement. As I turn over the card, I don't usually turn the cards over as I said already. The Raiho rune, depicting the movement in this reading. And the cards that flew out is moving for fearlessly, and I saw the bottom of the cards of the deck, so I pulled that one out too, and it's trust your intuition. I also feel like things are unfolding, whether you feel like you're ready for them or not. Almost like a tower movement in tarot, where if you're not making the changes will come. It's inevitable. This may be more of a breaking point to where things have been so stagnant for so long that in a way it's not part of the present anymore. It feels like it's part of the past, or um, there's a stagnant energy of not moving, um, and it does feel a little forced in a way, but there's that extra push. You may have gotten some motivation or a reason to make these decisions. There may have been guarded energy because in the card you have the two rams, and the rams, they have double layered skull, and then the horns part of the skull, and it just feels like not wanting to budge and almost kind of butting heads on this too. You may have been in disagreements, or doesn't need to be with an immediate person, but there could have been factors that led to this point to where it needed to change. It may feel like the odds are against you, but it just is a change of energy where you have the underlying energy position is the Seven of Wands, or there's so much to do. And I love how towards in the further future you have the Emperor card. And the Emperor card is definitely a building card and having to do with the Rams, and this isn't an Aries reading, but it does remind me of Aries in a way where they're beginning at the beginning of the zodiac, and it is the starting point type of energy. Of course, you can watch any of these videos, whatever you feel called to, and whatever is in your chart too, you can determine that. Mm, There's definitely a wants and needs type of energy too, with the Queen of Swords being at the in the mind position. There's definitely a practicality to her, to where there's a lot of intention to what she's doing. It's more thought out. Then another archetype in here, it's a court card, the Page of Cups, the overall energy, which is more on the beginning stages with the page. Could be some beginning types of, I'm getting communication with the swords, and then also the emotions in the Page of Cups. For this, I'm also getting boundaries too, which is interesting because with the cups, it's water a lot of the times, and water is fluid, like fluidity. Could be breaking those boundaries because on top of the Page of Cups, you have the Strength card. And although this is a Slavic deck, it does, the animal in here reminds me of the deity, the white buffalo calf woman. And that could be something of having divine messages, since it's one of those divine animals that are associated with that deity. It could also be a certain blessing that you get from it, since it's more of trusting the process and more of faith, and in some cases, not being able to completely understand or know the situation, but trusting the process could also be with that type of energy of the white buffalo calf woman. And this is more of a rounded reading. I love the Slavic imagery and lore. I also have my mind going in all these different places that really link to it, and somehow it creates the story of this reading. There's a sense of being able to, in a sense, have your hair just blow in the wind, being fearless in a way, but in a practical way too. There's a sense of groundedness that you get from strength. And from the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is one where she'll think things through and figure them out. Adjust things when they need to be adjusted. There are some other major arcana. The Strength is the major arcana, as well as the Emperor. You have the immediate future, which is the Sun card, and that's pretty incredible to have. So things are moving swiftly and quickly, and it's almost as if the energy has been wanting to move, but it wasn't moving. And in the present, there's just so much change. She had the Wheel of Fortune, which is interesting with a spin wheel, because you can spin it in different directions too, mainly intentional. And it's definitely something where it's creating. And although it's a time consuming process, there's a lot to do with your environment card. You have the 10 of Wands, carrying a load. And it honestly doesn't feel like it gets easier than what it is right now, but once you get to those final stages, sorry, final stages, it's just, it just feels so worthwhile because I feel like you're already dreaming big. There's such a youthfulness that comes from the Page of Cups. And with the Sun card too, something is really gleaming at you. It does feel like it's more favorable. It also feels like you're in your element too with the Page of Cups being in there because it's like gives you the time to really dream, and there's something really special about that. Your hopes or fears. It feels like something, again, from a dream or something that you've thought about for a while or been wanting for a while. The Six of Cups with the hopes or fears. This is a card that can be of the past too, bringing the past to the future in some way, even though we're moving forward in this reading. There's just something that's a little bit nostalgic about it, as if it was predetermined that you would do this, but now is the time that you're doing it. So with the Six of Cups, it's the Lover's card, and it's a sweet reading. It really is. There is, again, with the fluidity of the Lover's card too. Um, Also linking to Gemini with this Major Arcana card. There is the mental capacity there where it's fluid with either two people or a situation where things are running so smoothly because it is really going according to plan, and one can say that it can be part of destiny if you want to think like that. I think it's nice to have like um those types of thoughts, romanticizing those dreams that you have, and it just makes it more special. And with the Lover's card, although there's more than one candle or more than four candles in the wreaths here, it kind of reminds me of around Advent where you're lighting the candles, and that it feels of the word that I'm getting is sacrament, but it's in a way where it feels like an initiative or like initiate um me saying words. It is like an initiation because there are certain parts of, say, Catholicism where you have your sacraments. So, and this could be part of Christianity too, where there's sacraments. But like baptism, Holy Communion, mm, confirmation, and it feels like it seems like the next step to do it in this journey. This can also be special because it also involves another person, and that's really nice, especially for Cancer. Really makes the heart sing. Things might be a little different to what you're thinking it might be, but I would say that it's even better than what you thought it was going to be. Because the karmic card for why everything's happening is the Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups is kind of where she's not very happy about how things are, and um but it's not the end of the world with that one. It might cause some emotional distress, but overall it's not something that's super detrimental to this process. In fact, it might add to the process. We love a little excitement, and that part of it is gonna add to it definitely, because it can be a sense of balance too, where you see the good things that happen, and go through the struggles, and it makes you appreciate the other things um, that are great in your life. And then you have the World card too. The World card, it feels like there is a universal presence. I don't know what. It feels like things are going full circle, and it's also um it feels as if you're traveling too. And I'm also getting the chicken and the egg concept. There are so many major arcana here. This is great. I'm really feeling this. I feel like it's so good for you guys. So you have the Hanged Man, and the Hanged Man is really seeing the value of the situation too. I feel, because there was such a stagnant energy for so long that it feels uplifting, and there is a freedom that comes from letting go and moving forward. And it's a new adventure, it's a new day to look forward to. In the past, it was the Four of Swords, a hibernating card. And maybe it was so stagnant for a period of time because that's your home, that's what you knew. Cancers tend to be, they love their homes, and it doesn't need to be a literal home, but whatever feels like home to them, it's a special feeling that they have, and we love it. So and it can also be healing, because coming from the Three of Swords to the Four of Swords, Three of Swords is usually something that like really just um changes the perception of things, and it can upset you in a lot of ways. I usually like to really look into the Three of Swords, because what is a heartbreak card? That's what it's dubbed as. A heartbreak card that's part of the sword suit. So I feel like there has to be more to it. And with the matters of the heart, it's always so complex, where your mind is saying one thing and your heart is saying another thing. And together, it's a balance. Page of Wands with the past. Something ignited in the past, and I really feel that um I'm getting the word something, or the phrase like something caught your eye. There's maybe it's something with the economy, something that just happened in your life that you noticed that was so impactful that you're thinking, I really need to change this, because I cannot be here anymore. I need to live my life somewhere else. So that's what it's giving. Now, with the oracle cards, trust your intuition and moving forward fearlessly. With the white, it almost feels like there's a sense of cleansing, a starting point. It really does feel like beginning energy. And with the sun that comes out in this reading, in the tarot reading, it feels as if it's at the peak because with Cancer season and the way that the weather is. So I'm going to read the messages from the book. Card card meaning you are making big breakthroughs in your life by putting your divinely inspired ideas into action. Trust that you are guided each step of the way. Those gut feelings, dreams, and strong impulses that you've been getting aren't just examples of wishful thinking. They represent the germination of new projects and situations that are vehicles for your divine life mission. Don't ignore these gifts from heaven, which come on the wings of repetitive, strong thoughts and feelings. The fairies ask you to honor your inner feelings by taking at least one step today in the direction of making your dreams and desires a reality. Fearlessly taking one step to dismantle any part of your life that is out of integrity. Take another step towards realizing your heart's desire. Even a tiny step that is remotely related to improving your life will make you feel that you're soaring with the fairy realm. Keep taking one step a day, and soon your dreams will be a reality. Affirmation: I move forward fearlessly and trusting each step that I take is perfectly guided. Then, trust your intuition. Card meaning it is safe for you to follow your heart's guidance. You know deep down what to do. This card asks you to trust and follow your inner intelligence. Has your inner guidance been trying to get your attention lately? Perhaps a gut feeling is tugging at you like a seeing eye dog, an inner voice that has been screaming at you, or you've had dreams charged with profound emotions and symbolism lately. By drawing this card, you're being urged to pay careful attention to these various forms of intuition. Now it is not time to ignore these messages or procrastinate. Trust the inner wisdom just as you would if it came to you from a respected teacher. Know that if you, sorry, know that you aren't imagining the guidance. Its powerful and repetitive voice is a sign that you are truly getting a clear, trustworthy messages that are worth following. Affirmation: I trust and follow my feelings and thoughts without question or delay. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you in another reading. Bye.